Hello, I'm Ms. Carmagno, and this short video is going to be about menu projects. Menu projects are a type of instruction that we've developed for distance learning that gives students flexibility in the work that they do at home and also opportunities to enrich their understanding and skills based on how much time and interest they have. I'm going to start by sharing my screen to show you our first menu project. So our first menu project is a case study on France and China in the 1700s. We're going to be taking a look at what the world looked like before revolutions so that we can see how the world changes after the Enlightenment and the American Revolution, which of course kicks off a number of other revolutions across the globe. In this assignment, there's a nice big blue box here that's going to talk to you about the different options that students have in completing their work. There are 3 levels of work in this assignment. The first level is for everyone. It's the bare minimum in this case. It will get students the information they need to be successful in later classes, on their test, in this assignment's graded portion. It's what students need. And that's the level 1 work. Every student needs to complete the level 1 work. There's also level 2 and level 3 work. Level 2 work is what we would normally do in a non-distance learning situation. So it's a little more abstract. It involves a little more critical thinking with less scaffolding, less support. If students were in my classroom with me, every student would be able to do this without any problem because I would be there to support them. But because I simply can't be in my students' lives as much as I would be when we were in the classroom, this work needs to be done independently, and that makes it a little bit harder. So level 2 work is going to be a little bit more challenging for your student because they're doing it on their own. And level 3 is advanced. It's above grade level. Many of my students have very advanced skills. I want them to grow as learners as well. So if your student doesn't find the work challenging, you might direct them to these level 3 assignments so that they can continue to progress in their critical thinking and their skills. These assignments are much more abstract. They're not scaffolded, but they are interesting and they do connect students to a more nuanced understanding of history. I want to stress, first of all, that a student can get an A in this class doing any of this work. You can get an A, you can demonstrate high-level ability with level 1 information. Level 2 and level 3 information gives you more options for answering our focus questions and our graded work. It gives you more variety and more nuance in the answers that you can give, but you can get an A with level 1. So if your student is struggling with getting work completed, they have other responsibilities that take away from their time that they can spend on classwork, or they have a big project in another class, it's okay to direct them to just do the level 1 work. They can be 100% successful doing that. All right, I want to show you what it looks like in this first assignment. First of all, we have the level 1 work here. And as you can see, it's clearly labeled, and students have been instructed to do it at home, and we'll work on it again in class. So they're going to do the prep work at home, and then we're going to talk about their answers in class and review the answers together. And you can see that this background information on China and later France is the work that they're going to be doing at home as level 1. You can see it's very carefully scaffolded. There are focus questions to direct their attention. There are boxes and a graphic organizer for them to fill out. Information is delivered in a variety of ways, whether it's a video or a chart or a document, and that gives an opportunity for students to be successful no matter what their learning style is. The level 2 and 3 work is below that level 1 work. And as you can see in this example, Students get to process the information a little bit more deeply and a little bit more creatively. The first option is to read a play about the mandate of heaven and answer some questions. The second option is to do an illustrated diagram of China's dynastic cycle. So students would have an opportunity to find out more about these topics and then create something to demonstrate their knowledge. The last one is interpersonal. If your student is really wishing that they could spend more time with their peers, work together on a project, if they work best when they're talking to others, you might encourage them to find some friends and actually act out a recorded Zoom call and act out the play that is in the first option. The level 2 and 3 work for our section on France is also below the level 1 work. So if we go down here, you can see that we're connecting to the present in these two assignments. It's an opportunity to find out how the past relates to the present. And because of that, it's a little bit more abstract in thinking. Here, students can find out about social hierarchy here in the United States today and compare it to the situation in France in the 1700s. And then here's an opportunity to explore the echoes of patriarchy in the modern world. So that's how a menu project works. And I just wanted to make sure that you understood so that you can direct your student a little bit more effectively as we go through the school year. They will be organized differently as we go farther and farther into the year, but you'll see that same language over and over again, level 1, level 2, and level 3. Please let me know if you have any questions. You can reach me by email. That's probably the best way. And I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you very much and have a lovely day.